Many people with bipolar disorder also have problems with rage. If you have a child or a boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife who has rage problems, it is very important that you get them help. It's often that they don't realize the damage that they do. There's times that people can be drinking or using drugs, and that's when they become rageful. There can be times when something sets them off. You say something that pisses them off and makes them angry, and they get very upset and rageful. This behavior is not okay. If you have young children in the house, they cannot witness this type of behavior and still feel confident and feel okay about who they are. If you grew up and you lived in a house where someone was always yelling or arguing or being mean, it's very, very difficult. And I think it's so important to take that out of your house. If you have someone that's living that way, you have to get them help. You have to say, listen, this is not okay. I will not put up with you screaming, yelling, throwing fits. I've often worked with parents and young adults and teenagers, and they often get so angry and even violent because they are really, really upset. But usually, deep underneath those angry feelings are problems, and it's usually pain or sadness, other kids putting them down, making them feel bad, doing things that have hurt them inside. And instead of talking about it and letting it out, they start screaming at their mom, screaming at their dad, yelling, doing things that are horrible. And even in adults, I've witnessed the same exact behaviors. There's been times where someone has a job and maybe their coworker or boss has put them down or made them feel not as accomplished, and that person will come home and rage at their wife or rage at their husband and even rage at their children. So it is so important to get that person help, and I've often found that by them going into therapy, they've talked about what they feel, they let it out, they expose what the real problem is, because there's always something underneath it that's causing the rage. So I will tell you, rage can be dealt with. People can end up being calmer and nicer, but you have to get them the help that they need, because if you're living in a house filled with rage, it's very stressful, takes away your energy, and it's not good for anyone that's living in the house, because sometimes people with rage have that inner turmoil, and unless they get rid of it, they feel really bad about themselves. So I hope you'll take that person you care about and make sure that they get the help that they need, and this way they won't have to upset everyone living in your house.